Without further ado, and to present the welcoming address, please welcome our organizing chair, who's also managing director of I2M Ventures in Berhad, Mr. Zulfiqar Zainuddin, to kindly take the stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As you know, I'm not Indiana Jones. Thank you, Terence, for the warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, welcome to the inaugural GBS ISKANDAR Summit 2018. As you know, this event is 5 years in the making. For those who I've just, some of them that I've met, who said that I was last here during the APOS in 2013, where I2M collaborated with IAOP and Outsourcing Malaysia to host the Asia Pacific Outsourcing Summit. But this hotel was very newly open, and you said that that was your first time here, and this is your second time to Iskandar, Malaysia. So I hope that you've seen some progress, and I think this event is testament to the journey that we are taking as a community of global business services, and how we are here to address the challenges and the road ahead for all of us. So, my age shows that I know who George Bernard Shaw is. Many will say, who is this old man? He's famous for My Fair Lady, amongst others. He's a Nobel Prize winner in the early 1900s. And he once said, the reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt to the world himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. I'd like to think of all of us here in this room as being unreasonable. If we are reasonable, that means we would then fall into a trap and say, what's going on? Are we just going to adapt to the changes that's happening ahead of us? Or are we going to be unreasonable and say that we are going to chart the way forward for all of us? So I think here, I would like to spend the next few minutes to share with you our journey, an unreasonable journey of thinking that we can build a community of global business services here in Iskandar, Malaysia itself, before we get into the topic of are you future-proof within this industry. Allow me to introduce what is GBS ISKANDAR. GBS ISKANDAR is a platform that we launched in April of 2016, when we identified that we could not go in this journey alone. We realized that the first 1-2 years, we were trying to solve the problems individually. We were trying to address the challenges separately. And then we realized that nobody was talking to each other. The agencies did not know what the developers were doing. The developers did not know what the industry required. And the universities were saying, we're just coming out with academic programs not knowing what's going on around the world. So we kind of built our own mini blockchain technology back then, to say that rather than get one person to talk to one and one person to talk to many, why don't we get everyone to talk to everybody? So we brought together a program in April of 2016 to say that we'll talk on 4 key topics. One is policy development and enablement. Second is targeted marketing and investment promotion. The third very key topic is on talent. Although it says talent development, we look at 3 core areas: talent development, talent attraction, and also on talent retention. And the fourth is trying to identify what kind of amenities, what kind of township development is required so that this location can be successful. Just to give you some examples of what we do, the core to this platform is a steering committee. The unique thing about this committee here is that other than the players that you saw in the previous slide, we also compile all the GBS ISKANDAR companies. The logos you see on the side of the hall, they are all part of the GBS ISKANDAR community. They form a very strategic alliance with all the other stakeholders so that we can address these issues collectively. We can understand also what's going on so that we can actually address and find solutions. So let me share with you some examples that I've gone through. The first is getting recognition itself. Prior to 2016, the challenge that we faced was this location did not know what was business services. It took us 2 to 3 years to work with other stakeholders, to work with all of you, to work with the government and everyone to showcase that this location is actually suitable for us to grow global business services. And finally, through the effort of this committee, to all of you, in the end of 2016, the first thing we did was get recognition that business services will be a promoted sector for the region. And how do we get support from the government to bring that in? We work on targeted marketing. Of course, we go around the world with MIDA, with MDEC, with the Johor State Investment Center. One key milestone I'd like to note was in early 2017, together with Chia, Dr. Azman from MIDA, we launched the Outsourcing Malaysia Southern Region. So thank you again, Outsourcing Malaysia, for having a regional office here that will allow your customers, your clients to take part in the activities that are going on in Iskandar, Malaysia. One of the things that was a challenge when we first started was, would there be talent? One question that I would fail to answer would be, who would come and work here? So that challenge, as I'll show in the later slides, we now can address. We have proof points of how many people are working here, where are the sources. So we moved on to more strategic things to identify how we can address the area of development and also the area of retaining them here. So this committee sits down and gives suggestions based on their experiences in other locations, in their organizations, to say, come, let's do these kind of things so that we can address the issue of trying to make this a livable community. Because it's very new, we need to be able to understand how we can make it attractive, how we can make it conducive for the younger generation to do these kind of activities. And of course, we want to make sure that not only are people going to come and work, but at the end of the day, can they live here as well? So this is the most recent initiative we did about a month ago, where we launched a strategic partnership with Masing to get more affordable housing, to find more attractive ways that we can talk to companies so that they can not only address the issue of attracting the talent into this location, but they also have offerings that they can make it so that they're attractive to come and work and live in this location. So these are 4 examples of how we address the requirements of the industry here in GBS Iskandar. The question that people ask, did we make progress? Are we making progress? I think the numbers show for itself. The first couple of years, as I said, we were trying to find our footing, we were going at it all our own, until the turning point when we launched GBS Iskandar back in April of 2016, and the numbers have shot up. I think the attraction, the momentum is there. We are in a position today to be able to understand what people need, how do we address them, who do we get in touch if we have problems, and how do we move forward. So I think if you look at the numbers today, we have a target by the next 5 years to grow this community to 14,000. We're at 5,000. We thank everyone who have given us the trust and commitment that we will create jobs. And we welcome more companies. I think people like Manoj in the room, who were the first company to come here, they were the guinea pigs. They've gone through the biggest challenges of identifying what kind of problems, whether it is policy, whether it is infrastructure, or whether it is even the building itself and the talent. But today companies are reaping the benefits of the hardship and the struggles that we went, but we're not there yet. I think we've gone through a stage where we can show some numbers, but we're here to make sure that we are successful. Okay, we'd like to call ourselves a jungle. Not that I'm calling people monkeys or things like that, but we are here in a jungle that we're trying to build. Ricardo Hausman from Harvard Kennedy School calls this, the economy is like a game of Scrabble. The more letters you have, the bigger variety of words that you can cook up, and the longer these words, the more money and the more productivity that you can make. So when we first started, we brought one company doing knowledge process outsourcing, then it grew to bringing IT companies to come and see whether they could enjoy the benefits here. Then we added more companies, and then brands came over and said, we'll do business process outsourcing here. And at the end of the day, that's what's happening now. We're trying to build a jungle. We're trying to add to the letters and the complexity of the activities that we do here, so that eventually what we want is a whole community of activities that can not only thrive in their individual businesses, but they can find common ground, and they can also find areas where they can collaborate and grow their businesses. And more recently, this jungle is getting bigger and we're adding more things. So there's a new tree in the jungle. We call it emerging technology. And now we have companies that are doing chip design, 3D printing, blockchain technology, and also mobile games development in the location. So ladies and gentlemen, the entire GBS Iskandar story is about saying how can we populate this location with activities that are meaningful. It is not necessarily the end game, but to us, it is a journey. So this quote, life's a journey, not a destination, and I just can't tell what tomorrow brings, is what we are about. I think today you will hear from the audience, you will hear from the speakers about how we are going to make ourselves future-proof. We believe that this is one milestone that we've achieved. 5 years down the road that we are back here, we welcome everyone from the industry to understand what we're doing. And this is a quote from my other learned friend, which is Aerosmith. Not quite the poet, but this is something that we enjoy as well. So ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of I2M Ventures, on behalf of all our partners, I'd like to thank everyone who have made it possible for this event to be here. And welcome to Iskandar Putri, welcome to the GBS Iskandar Summit 2018. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.